It's been a couple of years since I felt this excited to plan my garden, and I think part of the reason is because I'm going to be growing a few new things that I'm super excited about. I had a budget of $100 this year, and I decided to go with Johnny seeds, even though they are on the expensive side, because their stuff just always does so well in my garden. And I've gone the route of quantity over quality in the past, and it just never really pans out. The first one is the Melonade melon. I almost always say lemon, but it is a really delicious melon. I've grown it a few years in a row. These have kind of a sweet tart flavor that a lot of cantaloupes just don't really have. I love to fill my garden with flavors that you can't really get at the grocery store, and that is definitely one of them. We love that one. The next ones are these Mojito and Margarita cucumbers. I've never grown a Japanese type of cucumber before, so I'm really excited about that. They both have this really unique lime green color, and they both are supposed to taste a little bit citrusy. I've had really bad luck with open pollinated and heirloom cucumbers being really bitter. I'm sure that some of it is me not watering them consistently, but it is so frustrating and upsetting to grow cucumbers and harvest them and be so excited to make something and then have them taste just super bitter. So in addition to paying more attention to the watering this year, I'm excited to see if these ones really are as bitter free as they say they are. The next one is this Kaikai Pumpkin, and this one's been on my wish list for several years, but it has kind of a pixelated look, which I think is so fun. And the seeds are more like the pumpkin seeds that you get at the grocery store. They don't have a hole on them. I'm not sure how the eating quality of the flesh will be, but I can roast that and give that to my dog. So even if it's not that tasty to me, she will like it. Another tried and true that I ran out of this last year that I'm growing more of this year is the Baron Poblano pepper. These were super prolific for me. I was able to freeze a lot of them and use them throughout the winter, and I let some of them turn red and turn that into ancho chili powder. They are definitely one of the spicier large peppers that I grow, but they're really, really good. Another pepper I'm gonna do this year is pepperoncinis. I'm gonna try to pickle and can those, and I'll probably make a video about that when I do. Next are these rainbow carrots. What I love about these carrots is that there's a variety of colors within one variety. These seeds are also pelleted, which I've tried both ways, unpelleted and pelleted, and the pelleted ones have just always been so much more consistent for me with germination, and it's easier to plant them with a little bit of ideal spacing because it's just like a ball of material around the seed basically. I did that 2 years ago and had amazing carrots. And then I did just regular seed from a local seed shop last year, and they did horribly. So again, I know it could be more factors than just that, but I think the pelleting seemed to really work for me. So last year I was trying to do a no buy, and seeds were one of the things that I was not buying. And I was never more tempted than when Floret Flower came out with her zinnias. I was trying to think of like a million ways to justify that. Like, could I write it off? Could I sell the flowers? Could I do anything to get my hands on these flower seeds? And I am proud of myself in that I did not cave, I did not buy them, but I did see some really great new stuff from Johnny's at a much more affordable price. I'm also growing this purple basil, and I have grown this before, but I didn't really take advantage of it. And you can make this really beautiful infused vinegar with purple basil. It turns like bright magenta, and I just love that kind of thing. And the last thing is these brush strokes violas. I just like to have these tucked in all over my garden because they provide great color and interest in the early spring when hardly any other flowers are around, and then again in the late fall. Now I want to hear from you. What are some of the things that you are most excited to grow in your garden this year? Are there any new varieties or tried and true varieties that you're excited to continue to grow? I hope you're as excited as I am for this gardening season, and I will see you in the next one.